2026 Rolls-Royce Spectre is the most significant luxury coupe of the modern era, marking the historic transition from 12-cylinder combustion to absolute electric silence. This isn't just a new model year, it is a prophecy fulfilled, combining the brand's legendary waftability with a powertrain that finally matches their obsession with silence. But the question remains, does removing the engine remove the soul? Let's start right here at the front. The face of the Spectre is commanding, yet incredibly aerodynamic. You are looking at the widest Pantheon grille ever fitted to a Rolls-Royce. But notice how the vanes are smoother, designed to guide air rather than gulp it down. At night, 22 LED lights softly illuminate the grille from behind, creating a three-dimensional signature that looks absolutely ghostly in the dark. Flanking that massive grille are the split headlight units with ultra-slim daytime running lights up top and the darkened main beams hidden below, giving it a focused, almost brooding expression. Moving to the side, the silhouette is where the Spectre truly shines as a spiritual successor to the Phantom Coupe. This is a massive vehicle, over 18 feet long, but the fastback roofline tapers down so elegantly that it hides its size. Check out the waft line running along the bottom, inspired by yacht design, creating a sense of motion even when it is standing still. The sheer scale of the coach doors is staggering, the longest doors ever fitted to a Rolls-Royce, hinging at the rear to allow for that effortless entry. Coming around the back, the design creates a distinct boat tail effect. The vertical tail lights are set like jewels into the bodywork, colorless until they're lit, keeping the aesthetic pure and monochromatic. Because this is fully electric, there are no exhaust tips disrupting the rear bumper, just a clean, uninterrupted diffuser line that sweeps upward, completing the most aerodynamic Rolls-Royce shape in history with a drag coefficient of just 0.25. Open those massive reverse opening coach doors and you aren't just stepping into a car, you are entering a rolling sanctuary. The first thing that hits you is the sheer density of the silence. Rolls-Royce engineers describe it as a whisper, a carefully tuned acoustic environment that isolates you from the chaos outside without making you feel totally deaf to the world. Slide into the driver's seat, and for the first time, the digital gauge cluster mimics the color of your bespoke interior commissions. This runs on their new software architecture called Spirit, which integrates the vehicle functions with the Whispers app on your phone. But the real showstopper is on the passenger side dashboard. It features the illuminated fascia, a display encompassing the Spectre nameplate surrounded by a cluster of over 5,500 stellar points that vanish completely when the car is turned off. Look up and look around. The legendary Starlight headliner has evolved. For the first time on a series production Rolls-Royce, you can now spec Starlight Doors. We're talking about 4,796 individual, distinct points of light perforated into the leather door panels, creating a wraparound night sky effect that feels absolutely magical. In the back, this is a proper four-seater, not a cramped 2+2. The rear bucket seats are separated by a center console, offering lounge-like comfort with deep lambswool floor mats that are thick enough to lose a shoe in. Every switch, every dial is weighted to perfection, usually made of real metal with that cool-to-the-touch feel. It is flawless luxury. But a car this heavy needs some serious hardware to keep it planted on the pavement, and that starts with what's rolling underneath. To match the colossal proportions of the bodywork, the wheel wells had to be filled with something equally monumental. For the first time in nearly 100 years on a two-door coupe, the factory is fitting this beast with massive 23-inch wheels. These aren't just big for the sake of being big, they're necessary to balance the visual weight of the car. Whether you choose the fully polished finish or the part-polished aero design, the 7-spoke layout looks sturdy enough to support a bank vault. The designers spent months perfecting the geometry to to ensure that even with 23-inch rims, the ride quality remains cloud-like. Wrapped in bespoke Pirelli rubber, these tires actually contain a specialized foam layer inside the carcass to cancel out road noise frequencies, ensuring that the only thing you hear is the sound of your own heartbeat. The stance is wide, confident, and utterly planted, hiding the significant weight of the battery pack low in the chassis to lower the center of gravity. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the future of ultra-luxury, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. We're tracking the most exciting cars hitting American roads, and trust me, you do not want to miss what we've got coming next. Pop the long hood, and for the first time in the modern history of the brand, you will not find the iconic 6.75-liter V12. The Spectre has abandoned combustion entirely. Instead, it's powered by a sophisticated dual-motor electric drivetrain, with one motor driving the front wheels and another powering the rear, giving it seamless all-wheel drive capability. These motors are fed by a gargantuan 102 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack, which is integrated directly into the aluminum space frame architecture. Interestingly, this battery weighs about 1,500 pounds on its own and acts as extra soundproofing to keep road noise out of the cabin. So what about the numbers? This electric setup generates a smooth 577 horsepower and a massive 664 pound-feet of torque. Because electric motors provide instant torque at 0 RPM, there's no lag, no gear shifts, and no hesitation. It simply surges forward like a private jet on takeoff. Despite weighing nearly 2 tons, this powertrain launches the Spectre from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.4 seconds. It's effortless, it's silent, and in many ways, it's the powertrain a Rolls-Royce was always destined to have. But acquiring this level of electric perfection doesn't come cheap. When you're dealing with the pinnacle of the automotive world, the price tag is usually just a formality. However, for those keeping score, we expect the starting price for the 2026 Spectre to land right around $422,725. But let's be real, in the world of Rolls-Royce, the base price is merely a suggestion. Once you start dipping into the bespoke catalog, adding the custom commissioning, the specialty paints, and those infinite interior options, most of these cars will be leaving the factory closer to $550,000. Is it worth $500,000? If you're looking strictly at the spec sheet, maybe not. A Tesla Model S Plaid is faster. A Lucid Air Sapphire has more range, but comparing a Rolls-Royce to a normal car based on statistics is missing the point entirely. You're not buying range, you are buying presence. You are buying the feeling of floating over the road in a handcrafted isolation chamber that feels more like a private jet than an automobile. Critics were worried that losing the V12 would ruin the character of the brand, but the truth is, electric power is what Rolls-Royce was always trying to achieve. The founders, Charles Rolls and Henry Royce, spent decades trying to make their gas engines silent, vibration-free, and torquey. The electric motor finally delivers exactly what they dreamed of over a century ago. The Spectre proves that you don't need the roar of an engine to command attention. You just need the spirit of ecstasy leading the way. Thanks for watching.